My friends, Good Cards has gotten better with the latest OTA. That's right, Captain Marvel is now in the lineup, and we are replacing Legion with the Vision as well. Rather than having the location interaction, I would like to just be able to sling Vision around, work his way into places where my opponent might not expect. With this setup, we can defend our entire mid-game, just stacking points up, and then being able to be flexible in repositioning them wherever my opponent doesn't want them to be. That's right, the Captain Marvel, the Vision together, that's 13 points. Jeff stacks us up to 16. The flexibility is unparalleled, and that's really what is giving you an edge in the competitive metagame at the moment. Love this, the Zabu, the energy efficiency. The deck plays so much smoother with the Zabu. Get a little reality stone of our own for some card draw. That's kind of cute. Let's play for... Do I want to fish in the deck for the lad? What are we looking at? Rockslide, Jeff, Korg, Vision. Ooh. Rockslide especially, or Korg. Feeling like a great pulls right here. Would I want to... I'd probably play Iron Lad first, and then play the Reality Stone to get the draw. I could also wait on the stone, knowing that I have the Killmonger. Probably going to use that to wipe away all the opponent's stone progress. But getting the card draw myself just feels quite nice. Oh, we hit the best one! And then the Reality Stone gives us that card directly. Ooh, we're going to be maxed out. Punisher and draw Rockslide. Good gosh. Ooh. I don't know if that's really what you wanted there, mate. I want to play... Well, I need to find Jeff now. And I only have one draw to do it. Because I know he's going to have more ways to be able to buff this up. What is the best move? Hawk, of course, is looking very strong. I don't know. It could be that I just try and open the board up a little bit with the Killmonger, but I could also wait and have the Killmonger be control up against the opponent. Let's go Hawk here. But if I Killmonger, then I get another space on my own side. Yeah, I'll do this. What do you have? What do you have? Your own lad? Who finds? Most likely a stone? No? The rock. Yes, yes. Ooh. The crushing disappointment of opening up that rock. I'll play Hawk. Rock slide. Oh, the Hawk is going to be so big. So big. They have to play something like Claw? Like Blue Marvel? Or the Jeff here. If it's the Jeff, they cannot fit Blue Marvel or Claw or Devil Dino or anything that's a big stack of points. If it is Blue Marvel and a stone, but then you're adding 6, probably 7 points, taking you up to 14, and I'll be at 13. You would win. You would win in that case. I could play Hawk on left. Is that crazy? To go Hawk here as kind of the bait. And then drop the rock slide on this side as the +2. I mean, the Hawk does not need the rocks to be a winner. I think this is actually the call. It was definitely the call. Ooh, feels good to be good, chat. It feels good to be running the good cards. Okay, let's talk card substitutions and then deck matchups. We have a whole slate. The umbrella of the good cards archetype is very broad, very easy to be able to substitute pieces in. The heart of it is the Zabu, the Hawk, and then the control in the Shang Chi, and something on the high end looking at Vision, Legion, or even Black Bolt. Black Bolt plus Stature doing very well for themselves. We like being able to have control pockets. Depending on what you're facing in the meta, you might want a little bit of ongoing hate in the Rogue. I especially favor the Rogue to the Enchantress for the ability of easily shooting her out very early, stealing an opposing Zabu if they set that up on curve, or being able to mess with, I mean, even Soulstone is fine to go ahead and target and rip that away from the opponent. You've got Silk up here. I know that she's a Series 5, maybe harder to acquire Fire Scorpion still holds the baseline of just a good 2-cost card. Of course, Spider-Ham probably deserves a space on the list. Let's not snub him too much, and we'll throw him on up there. And then the Nebula, an amazing scaling factor as well. But if you work her in, you're going to want to cut that Killmonger. Now let's talk about the most common matchups you are going to face. The Thanos, the High Evolutionary, and the Sarah. These are the most popular and the most powerful decks at the moment. This is excluding mirror matchups up against other good card archetypes, which is going to happen a fair amount of the time. Thankfully, up against Thanos, we have 2 natural predators to his game plan in the Killmonger and the Hawk. Man, these cards work brilliantly up against Thanos. It is worth mentioning that all of these opposing decks have different flavors, so in-game it's going to be important for you to determine the exact flavor the opponent is running, and then what core win conditions they have for you to be able to disrupt. But in general, Thanos is crippled when he has all the stones swept away from him, and the Hawk keying off of his bloated deck size also is going to be doing wonders. Throwing the rocks into his deck when he's trying to cycle through and draw a number of cards can also break up his combos, which already are a little less consistent, so we have a fairly good matchup being able to cruise through the Thanos. He's looking to be able to drop energy cheats on 3 and then lock you out with the Professor X on 4. If you get a suspicion as to where that lane is, throw out the Hawk so you have your stat stick to be able to win that lane, or try and attack his stones early with the Killmonger to be able to pull the rug out from under him. The High Evolutionary is where our flexibility is key. If High Evolutionary is running the Lockjaw version, then just the Rock Slide and the Korg are going to disable him. Whenever Lockjaw plays fetch looking for a higher card but comes up with the rock, it just breaks the back of that deck's game plan. If they are running the Location Lockdown version, then Captain Marvel and Vision are amazing tools, being able to slide back into flooding, and they don't have to sit under the Cyclops taking that turn-by-turn beating, pushing them down and down and down. But if you're able to spread your influence and be able to win all 3 locations going into that final turn, you should be able to come out ahead, because all the High Evolutionary is looking to do is drop the big Hulk at the very end. Mirage is also a sneaky winner here, able to grab hopefully a perfected card, with a card with a little ability to be able to match what the High Evo is doing, or even just grabbing Wasp because the opponent is often holding her back to be flexible and dropping her on the final turn alongside the Hulk. Your Wasp is then going to be that much bigger. I love this matchup. It is a little bit tighter than the Thanos matchup, but we can still definitely come out ahead. Sarah is one where we need to be very careful, because Sarah is always running control cards that are looking to be able to hunt the Hawk, and so he is our one piece that is vulnerable to control. Everything else in our deck is very safe to be able to drop down. But the Hawk, don't play him early. You are putting a tremendously high priority on setting up the Zabu to be able to combo Hawk with another 4-cost on the final turn, being able to then dodge the control that the Sarah is running. And because Sarah is so heavily indexed in control, if you are able to dodge the control effects, then you should be able to just generate more stats than her over the long run of the game. Up against everything else in the meta, you can rely on the consistency of your point generation to be able to bring you out ahead. Alright, we're going to find more of a showcase for you guys and keep on breaking down the matchups as they come along. I'll go Mirage for the early info on the opponent. Hold Jeff because he's just so flexible. He's actually very nice to be able to combo on turn 5 with, especially if we set up the Zabu, right? Magic. Zabu Magic. Well, here's the thing. If I know you're going to play Magic, like, I don't need to. You could just play my Korg and then my Jeff or something like this. You're gonna play Magic here to Vormir. That'd be great. No, Mr. Negative, and then you let it die. Alright. Mr. Negative list. Oh, you got the A-bomb? I just got a Star-Lord? Okay. Okay. Sure. I need Iron Lad. Are you gonna put the... They could put Magic here on Kiln right now. That would be probably the play that I would make if I was in their shoes. Try and keep Kiln open. But maybe they have a different kind of combo that they're looking to be able to set up. Not going to find much use of the Killmonger in this matchup, I don't think. Of course, Shang Chi being able to kill the A-bomb can put us back in the game in that account. Yep, there's the magic. I figured that was coming. I might actually need to use the magic of my own on Vormir here to be able to open that lane up. Get the Zabu out of it. Double Zabu, ready to go. That's fun. Fun and a little different. Alright, play the magic here. Now, I need to remember to go ahead and move Jeff, so Spider-Man goes all the way down to a 1. Do I want to play Shang Chi now, or wait? Alright, you steal one Zabu. I've got the other. And I do have the Rock Slide as well, so Rock Slide plays, Jeff moves, Shang Chi attacks. Spider-Man is very cheap, Killmonger's ready to go, and I hope to top deck the Hawk. 6 cards in the opposing deck. They go Ironheart. All the buffs land on mid. I wanted the Bass to get buffed because I could kill it with the Monger. Anyway. Flip. Attack. Drop. Captain Marvel, you have so much board space to be able to move into to help me out here. Well, what's the enemy got? They've got everything, right? Come on, you hit negative on 3, and then you got the magic set up. How many cards in your hand? Too many. Now 0. They played everything. They played everything they had. Pip pop. Brood goes. Mystique copies nothing. Wolfsbane pops off. And then a rock.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Ooh, thank you. The rock broke them. It broke them. Oh, man, that was close. I think you go straight Korg, actually. I think you do. Do I want double Zabu? I think double Zabu might actually take up too much board space. I'm just going to go single Zabu. Double Jeff is good, because you can move him away. But then again, we still need to be very sparing with our board space. Would actually like Killmonger to take away my Corks now. Let me play other cards here and get them doubled. We've got the Luke Cage. Could be Thanos. Could be High Evo. Or Island. I like this. Oh, I like this. Captain Marvel, what you got for me today? Buffs, buffs, buffs. Brood. So you're just Cerebro 2s? Hold on. Luke Cage and Brood? I have misjudged you. I'll go double Lad. Oh, and we hit the Rock Slide. No way. My opponent's gonna hate me. They're gonna hate me. Iron Lad. Patriot. Okay, okay. Careful, careful. Because I want this Shang Chi on all this Brood nonsense. Yes. I could play Vision. Vision lets me reposition. And also absorb maybe some extra buffs. Alright, we'll go Vision. You play nothing? You didn't even want to play your Patriot? But why not? That's so odd to me. You just wanted to throw initiative that badly? I mean, sorry, mate. I'm still gonna wreck these. And then I'm probably gonna move. Maybe I just hold there. I have another 3 to be able to play Rock Slide. More Rock Slides. We'll clear this by enough. And then we'll have the Captain Marvel able to slide back mid. Yeah, with another 8 points. Alright, here we go. They don't want it. They don't want it. Man. I wonder if they were drawing a bunch of rocks from that Iron Lad, copying the Rock Slide. But I love this. Shang-Chi would have freed up the Captain Marvel to move. Captain Marvel would have brought her 8 points back on mid. Hard for the opponent to keep up. Zabu on curve always means... It means pretty much every time you're going to be able to be competitive. If not have the advantage. Gotta get you to the gold border, Danvers. I think I'm just going to play her next turn. Hold the Jeff, he's so flexible. Hold on to the Hawk, don't want to give that away too early. Actually, I just play Rock Slide. When in doubt, play rocks. Give the opponent more chances to be able to draw those rocks. Break up their combos. We'll see what Los Diablos has for us. Now, the Nexus. Alright, so if they play Legion on Nexus, then the leftmost Nexus is always the most important. Because that is the one that gets duplicative use. They read from left to right. So if they're all Nexus, you want to have the most power here because that's going to get multiplied several times over, whereas the power at the Nexus here doesn't get multiplied. We're going to go for just the captain. I think so. On mid, on right. It's turn 4 of 7, then I have turn 5, 6, 7. Be able to fill in this lane. Alright. Danvers on mid. Max? That's nice. Very nice of them. So, Mirage, Borg. Might as well play Jeff on right. This opens up the possibility to be able to move Jeff, teeing up the Spider-Man. So I want to move him on next turn. Give the Ironheart. You are Surfer 3s. Surfer 3s with a Wong kicker, if you got the on-reveal synergies. Why did I draw this? Oh, right. I didn't draw it. It was given to me by Mirage. My wonderful high Series 4 brand new releasing card that doesn't have an animation. That's what it is. I'm not salty. What? Are you salty? Who's salty? Move the Jeff. Well, this will roll into Vision as the only card left, but hey, it's 6 points. Wise man once said, points are points are points are points. Wow. Shang Chi is pretty hard to deny as well, though. Just punch Max in the face. I could also wait to do that. Probably better to wait to do that. Why am I moving Jeff here then? Move Jeff all the way on the left so I can keep on adding some other cards. So this is where I play the Skillmonger. Just to kill my own quirk. Sure. Do you have any lockout? I was a little worried you might play into Limbo to cut us short here. Nah, Wolfsbane. And then Surfer. He's got the new Absorbing Man to be able to clip onto this Surfer. That's what he's teeing off of. Hawk, Shang, Miles. Get out of here. Do you have the Cosmo to protect? That's the question. Nah, just Absorbing Man. You just brought the Wolfsbane into range of the Shang Chi. Needed the Cosmo to protect these tower cards. Hit him. There we go. Orc plays down nice and early. Zabu in hand is a great feeling. The deck really is, I mean, it's night and day with Zabu on curve versus not having Zabu at all and then getting bound up with all the 4 costs we can only play. I'll have to play 3 of them. I'll go Zabu on Quantum Realm. Would love to see them just pass a lot of power on the Sunspot and then take it all the way with the Killmonger. Titan. Put down the Captain Marvel on right. He should be pretty safe there. With the Sunspot, you're most likely a high evolutionary playstyle, Dirty 30. They're looking to be able to pass or energy cheat. Ooh. Wow. That moment when Agatha appears, I get this immediate terror of like, oh, what's she going to do? Is she now going to play my cards? But no, she's going straight to the board. We are safe. We're safe, my friends. I will go ahead and... do I Killmonger mid? I could. I lose 1 point. I might as well just Killmonger on right. Because I have Captain Marvel and Vision that could then take over the Quantum Realm. You're putting too much on the Sunspot, mate. You haven't played any cards. And then they just retreat. So here is the deck in all of its good cards glory. Would love to hear which of the cards that got hit by the OTA you guys are most excited to integrate into your lists and having the most success with. If you guys do pick this deck up, it would earn you many cubes on your climb up to infinite. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. Keep on snapping.